So 2026, the year of relevance. And why do I say that? Because things are moving quickly in the AI world and companies are finding better excuses to lay people off. So rather than being a victim of that, what we want to do is become relevant. And how are we going to do that? Simple use of AI agents, not to do anything fundamentally different or change the world, just change the way we work. So what you're going to do is get Copilot, which most of you should have. If you're lucky enough to have something else, please use that. Add an agent. It's an item on the menu bar on the top left. Add an agent. Upload a spreadsheet. Now in this spreadsheet, a starting point could be 20 rows by 20 columns. Each row and each column need to have clear identifiers. Now, not so much in the rows, but the column headings need to be in plain English, or you need to consistently use the abbreviations you have in those column headings when you make the queries. A lot easier to understand plain English, remember plain English when you're writing your queries. Then practice sorting or extracting data from your spreadsheet using prompts rather than using the filters, so that you can do two things. You can get a single row of data, and you can get a single row of data with only the headings you need. So you're in effect doing the same thing as hiding columns, but you're using the agent to hide the columns for you. So by doing this and doing something simple, it's a couple of benefits. First, it's easy. It's not intimidating. You don't have to have some background in technology. If you're already using spreadsheets, you already have enough skills. Secondly, it's relevant. Something to talk about. Hey, manager, look at this. Rather than using filters and vlookups, I used an agent, an AI agent, a Copilot agent to extract this data. And it's also something you can show productivity or an achievement in a very short period of time. One of the mistakes people are making with these AI tools, they're taking on way too much too quickly, and they're failing. And one of the things they're doing is they're looking for growth when they don't have their efficiency set up properly. What I'm suggesting to you is a very simple form of efficiency. It's low risk, it's low skill, and can be achieved quickly. So why is relevance so important? There are two things driving the US economy right now. First of all is the major investment in AI data centers. These trillionaires or trillionaire wannabes have decided that capacity trumps skills and effectiveness. Who's the biggest data center provider? Who has the biggest mountain? Who has the biggest body part? That's what's going on. And as soon as that goes poof, and there's signs of it because I've seen reports that Meta is using the same accounting practices that Enron used for their speculative investment. They are not fully taking responsibility for the size and the risk they're taking with their speculative investments in their mainstream business. That's a recipe for disaster and potentially bankruptcy. Wouldn't that be something if Facebook went bankrupt over AI? It's not implausible. The second thing is the consumer economy is only being driven by the top 10%, not by the rest of the population. Most Americans are not enjoying any benefit from this economy. Only the top 10% are. It's called a K-shape, where those in the top group continue growing and those in the lower group continue declining. And the declining people are 9/10 of the population. This is all a recipe for disaster and another convenient excuse for companies to lay people off. So when the Grim Reaper comes around and decides whose job is toast, you don't want to be the toast. You want to be the fine meal of AI knowledge. You can show competence, effectiveness, and therefore relevance. Do something simple, get started. Don't worry if it fails, no one will notice. If you're not sure how to use Copilot or your large language model of choice, there are plenty of YouTube videos to help you. Get started today, and 3 months from now, you'll wonder why you thought it was so hard.